Good morning everyone. Welcome in this environment studies class. Today we are going to start our chapter number 16, that is who will do this work. Here in this chapter we will discuss about our primary duties, our good and bad habits, public properties and hygiene. Hygiene is what we have to do to keep ourselves, our environment, our surrounding clean and fresh. So let's start our chapter.
Have you ever thought of the people who do manual works, who clean toilets, who clean drainage, who clean public roads, and who clean public dustbins, etc.? And what is our responsibility to keep the place clean? Because we are also living in same surrounding, isn't it? So why do you think people need to do this kind of work? And what kind of people do this works? In our society, we can see that this type of manual works or dirty works are done by a particular group of people or particular community. Do you think that anyone has ever tried to change this situation? Yes, many people have tried. People are trying even today, but it is not easy to change this. One such person was Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji had a friend, Mahadev Bhai Desai, and Mahadev Bhai Desai's son, Narayan, also stayed with Gandhiji when he was young. Now we will discuss about an incident which is taken from Narayan's book. When Narayan was about 11 years old, he was staying in Gandhiji's Sabarmati ashram. Like everyone else in the ashram, he had to do various kinds of work because everyone was equal there. One of his job was to teach the guests how to clean the toilets. In those days, the toilets were not what we know today. There used to be holes under which baskets were kept. People sat on the holes. Later, the baskets had to be lifted by hand to be emptied. It was the usual practice that people from a particular community would do this work. But in Gandhiji's ashram, every person had to carry the basket to the compost pit and empty it there. No one was excused from this task, not even the guests. Narayan Bhai remembers how some people used to try and avoid this work. Some even left the ashram because of this. Few years later, Gandhiji went to stay in a village near Wardha in Maharashtra. Gandhiji, Mahadev Bhai Desai and others started to clean the toilets in the village. They did this for some months. One morning, a man coming from the toilet saw Mahadev Bhai. He pointed to him and said, "There is a lot of dirt over there. Go and clean that." When Narayan, and Babla was his nickname, when Babla saw this, he was very angry. He thought the villagers felt that this was not their work. This was for Gandhiji and his team to do. He asked Gandhiji why this was so. Gandhiji replied, "Untouchability is a serious matter. lot of hard work will be required to change this. Narayan knew that the people who usually did this work were thought to be untouchable. He asked Gandhiji, what is the use if the village people do not change their thinking? They have become used to someone else doing this work for them. Gandhiji replied, Why? Why don't you think the people who clean also benefit from it? They get help from us. They also learn a lesson. To learn something is like learning a new skill, even if it is a cleaning job. Little Narayan was not convinced, and he again argued, those who make a place dirty but do not clean it, should also learn lesson. Gandhiji and Narayan continued to argue about this, but when he grew up, Narayan always followed the path shown by Gandhiji. So, what we learned from this story? We learned that it is our responsibility, it is our duty to keep our surrounding, our house clean and hygienic. We should not depend upon any other persons or group of person that they will come and clean our toilets, our bathrooms, our drainage, etc. It is our responsibility to clean it because we are using these things, isn't it? And one more bad thing is happening in our society. People think that persons or group of persons, those who are doing manual works and dirty works, they used to treat them differently. They used to discriminate them, and they consider them as untouchables. So this is very wrong thing happening in our society. We should not practice these things. We should give respect to them because they are cleaning our society. They used to clean our surrounding, and they maintain hygiene in our surroundings. So we should always show gratitude toward them, and we should not only clean our own surrounding, we should also clean public places, because people generally think that public places are not their responsibility. But if we think like this, that public places is not our responsibility, then who will take the responsibility? What do you mean by public place? Public place means the place which belongs to public, and we are also public. So it is our responsibility to maintain hygiene at public place, to take care of public properties. So we should also clean public toilets, roads, public bus stands, etc. In your book, there is one more story. This story is almost 100-year-old. 7-year-old Bhim went to Goregaon in Maharashtra with his father to spend his holidays. He saw a barber cutting the long hair of a rich farmer's buffalo. He thought of his own long hair. He went to the barber and asked for a haircut. The barber replied, "If I cut your hair, both my razor and I will get dirty." That time, little Bhim thought that, so to cut human hair can be dirtier than cutting an animal's hair. Later, this little Bhim was known as Bhimrao Babasaheb Ambedkar. He became very famous across the world. Babasaheb fought for justice for people like him, for Dalit people. After India's freedom, The constitution was prepared under the leadership of Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar. So here we can see that how a Dalit boy became a great leader who contribute in the making of Indian constitution that we are following now. So we should not judge any person on his or her on the basis of his or her caste, creed, religion, region, etc. We should give equal respect, equal treatment to everyone in our society. So, what we learned from the chapter? We learned that we should treat everyone equally. We should do our own work. We should not depend upon other. We should keep our surrounding clean. We should keep our public places clean, and we should not discriminate any person on the basis of his or her work, his or her caste, creed, religion, etc. So this is all about this chapter. In our next class, we will start our new chapter.